Welcome to our channel. Today, we are discussing an interesting topic, the strength of the Indian Air Force and its ranking in the Global Airpower List. Some days ago, some Pakistan-based accounts and Chinese bots were talking about the Indian Air Force. The Indian Air Force does have fifth-generation aircraft, but China has hundreds of fifth-generation aircraft. China has started working on sixth-generation aircraft. Similarly, Pakistan is planning to buy fifth-generation aircraft from China. In this situation, with the powerful Chinese Air Force and the modernized Pakistan Air Force, how will the Indian Air Force compete? The World Directory of Modern Military Aircraft, WDMMA, analyzes the strengths and weaknesses of the world's air forces and releases a list of the most powerful air forces each year. In this way, the list of the world's most powerful air forces for 2025 has been released. WDMMA has created a ranking system based on a formula that calculates the total fighting strength of an air force and generates the True Value Rating, TVR. This TVR is the basis of the ranking, and WDMMA has developed a method to evaluate air forces not just by quantity but also by quality. The True Value Rating considers overall strength, modernization, logistical support, attack and defense capabilities, local aerospace industry capabilities, inventory balance, and pilot experience. In the 2025 Global Airpower Ranking, India and China both have significant global ambitions. The official name of the Chinese Air Force is the People's Liberation Army Air Force, PLAAF. In this video, I have referred to the Chinese Air Force as PLAAF in some places. These terms are interchangeable, so do not get confused. PLAAF is the largest air force in Asia and the second largest in the world. There are more than 3,700 aircraft in the Chinese Air Force. The J-20 stealth aircraft and Su-35 aircraft make it a dominant force. The Indian Air Force is the fourth largest air force in the world, with more than 1,700 aircraft. Out of these, nearly 550 are fighter jets. In comparison, China has more aircraft than both India and Russia. At the same time, the Indian Air Force operates aircraft from multiple countries, including Russia, France, the UK, and domestically produced Tejas aircraft. PLAAF has 3 times more aircraft than the Indian Air Force. China seems very strong in terms of numbers. The backbone of the Indian Air Force is the Su-30 AMCA aircraft. The power of an air force depends not only on its aircraft but also on its pilots. In terms of efficiency, pilot skill plays a crucial role. Indian Air Force pilots are among the most battle-hardened in the world. After World War II, the Indian Air Force has participated in several wars, including the 1965 War, the 1971 War, and the 1999 Kargil War, where Indian pilots have demonstrated their exceptional skills. In contrast, the Chinese Air Force has limited battle experience. China's aggressive policies have not allowed it to gain real wartime exposure. Unlike Russia and the USA, China does not regularly participate in military exercises with other nations. As a result, Indian pilots have more exposure and experience compared to Chinese pilots. China's strength lies in its defense aerospace industry. Chinese defense aerospace companies have been investing heavily in aircraft production, allowing China to manufacture many advanced aircraft. China is also developing its next-generation fifth-generation fighters. However, despite producing its own aircraft, China has struggled with jet engine development. Unlike China, India has been working to enhance its domestic defense industry. The Indian Air Force is using the Tejas aircraft and is also working on the Tejas Mk2, the fifth-generation AMCA, and the twin-engine deck-based fighter, TEDBF, all of which are being developed in India. The key difference between China and India is that China has mastered jet engine technology, whereas India is still developing its own indigenous jet engines, such as the Kaveri engine. The geography of the India-China border also plays a crucial role. The major challenges in the northern borders are the high-altitude conditions, which impact aircraft performance. Due to these geographical constraints, Indian aircraft may have to carry fewer weapons and fuel, limiting their operational range. However, the terrain also provides strategic advantages to India, as it allows Indian air bases to be positioned at higher altitudes, giving Indian aircraft a better operational advantage in case of conflict. In addition to aircraft numbers, India's advantage also comes from its extensive network of air bases. The Indian Air Force operates from multiple bases across the country, with strategically positioned air bases in the northeastern and northwestern regions to counter any threats from China and Pakistan. India has also upgraded infrastructure along the border, including advanced radar systems, missile defense systems, and air defense networks. These developments ensure that the Indian Air Force remains well prepared for any aerial conflict. Another crucial factor is India's missile capabilities. India has a range of air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles, including the Astra missile, BrahMos air-launched cruise missile, and Nirbhaya missile. These missiles significantly enhance the strike capabilities of the Indian Air Force. In contrast, China has been developing its own missile systems, but India's missile technology, particularly the BrahMos missile, is considered one of the most advanced in the world. With supersonic speed and pinpoint accuracy, the BrahMos missile gives India a major advantage in aerial combat. India is also focusing on drone warfare and artificial intelligence in air combat. The Indian Air Force is working on swarm drone technology and unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, to enhance its capabilities. The induction of UAVs like the Heron TP and the domestically developed Rustam drones is a step toward modernizing India's Air Force. China, on the other hand, has also been developing drones and AI-powered air combat systems, but India is rapidly catching up with indigenous programs. When analyzing all these factors, some aspects favor India, some favor China, and some are equally balanced. These factors are considered in the WDMMA formula, which has ranked the Indian Air Force ahead of the Chinese Air Force in 2025. However, China remains a formidable challenge. To maintain this advantage, India must continue strengthening its Air Force by acquiring more aircraft and accelerating the development of the Kaveri engine. The Indian Air Force and other companies are working towards these goals to ensure India's long-term air superiority. Before ending this video, let's also take a look at where the Pakistan Air Force stands in the WDMMA ranking. Thank you for your valuable time. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment.